Hello, welcome to your Showgirl era poster template. This is a unique design to Over the Moon by EJ. I'm excited to share it with you. It's very similar to our Eras Tour poster. It's just taken on a different shape to include our Showgirl and then to still give credit where credit is due to Tortured Poets because that was such a good album. The first thing you're going to want to do is work on your header. This can be deleted and replaced. When you go through your template, your pages will have these all in the gold styling, and all you have to do is pick which one you want, copy it, and paste it into this document and size it above. You will have the choice of either the gold background for the main image or the mint background. So you'll choose your template and you'll work from there. The bulk of your tutorial is actually going to occur in the Eras 2.0 poster. Basically, I already created that and it's the exact same concept. You're going to remove your backgrounds. You're going to drag and drop your images in. All of it is going to be the same. It's just going to look more like this. But this is your poster. You are in the right place. When you get to the final images right here, this one and this big one here, when you get to the final image, that's the only difference. You'll place your image into this box and no color tones will be applied because it's a full color image and it's meant to stay that way. You'll want to adjust it around these boxes here. That can get a little tricky, so we're going to work on that a little bit here together. Just want to size it so that it's not covering any of these boxes here as it can. And then down here, you'll want to change your text. So those are the differences between what you're about to see, which is going to be the tutorial of the photo grid only, and that is going to look just slightly different. Want to make sure you know you are in the right place. On to the next part. So the first thing we're going to do is remove backgrounds. You can pay in Canva, if you wish, to remove the backgrounds right in place if you want to, but I don't say to do that because I don't want to make you pay for anything. For free, we can go to adobe.com/express/ and you'll have to create a free account, but you can remove all your backgrounds for free and not have to worry about canceling an account or anything like that. So up here at the top, quick actions, and then you just go to remove background. You can either upload your photo by clicking here and going and finding the folder on your desktop, or if you have the folder on your desktop, you can just drag and drop your photos into here, just one at a time though, and it will remove the background. If when the background gets removed, you're not happy with it, it could be an issue of the quality of your photo. Low exposure photos will do that. It's difficult to remove the backgrounds. Also, if there's a lot happening in your background or a lot of people, sometimes it will have trouble, so you might just have to find another photo. Most times it really does a really good job. You'll hit download and it will download, and then it will put you into Adobe Express's program to mess around with the photo, which you don't want to do. All you're going to do is go up here to this little A icon in the top corner, and it will take you back to the main page, and you're just going to go down to remove background again, which is the little doggy there. You're just going to keep dragging and dropping your photos in. You'll do every single one of them and you'll download them, and then we'll come back to Canva and then you will upload your photos in. So you're going to want to go to uploads. And again, you can just drag and drop them in, or you can upload files and you can go search for them on your computer. As you can see, this is the finished product, and you do want to keep all these photos in here because these hold all of the styling. So like the colors of your boxes are in here. So you do not want to delete these photos. A lot of people think that, and they're like, I want to put my photos in there. Well, now you won't have the color tones, and that's no fun for you. You want to leave those there, and you're just going to pull the photos you want into the box. It's going to ask you if you want to do something in Canva, just say no. And as you can see, the color is applied, and you just keep rolling through all of your photos. And this is why we have a whole new video, is just because of this box and this box. So the first poster, she kind of popped out of the box and now she's in the box. And if you are a Swiftie, you know that that is significant, but more so, it's just easier to do this poster now. So thank you, Taylor. You don't have to worry anymore about popping up and around and arms being on other people's pictures and stuff. It's all contained now in a box, because there is significance there. I'm telling you, go look it up. Okay, the reason why I include a second one for you, let's say for some reason, when I placed this photo, the color didn't take. And that will happen. Canva is a very finicky program sometimes. If this one didn't take the color, you go down to this one and go up here. Do you see this little cute little roller? It has nothing to do with painting. I spent like 6 months thinking that had nothing to do with anything I needed, and it's like the most used thing I use now. So click that, and you've basically essentially copied the style, and now you're just going to click on the box that you want it to paste that style onto, which is here, and it will do that for you. So you go up Here we'll do it right in the same document, copy it and paste it. And you can see you would have need to remove your background first, obviously. It's a little bit better when you use the ones you're supposed to use, but it will also add the border and everything. It copies the complete style. So if you run into trouble, there's your bailout with the colors. You don't have to do anything crazy with codes or anything. You can just copy. I'm going to just have 2 duplicates in your thing that you can work with. The single most important thing, though, I want to tell you, when you're adjusting your photos, you have to double click. You have to double click. Say it with me. Double click. Don't single click. I get a lot of mess. I love helping people, so it's not that big of a deal if you run into trouble. This is what people send me all the time because they didn't double click. So just make sure you're double clicking. Sometimes the adjustments that were made as a default won't necessarily look the best on your photos. What you'll want to do is click on the photo that you feel like needs adjustments and go up to edit photo and adjust. And in here, you'll see that there's a lot of already pre-done adjusting. So I set you up so that most pictures are good to go. However, you might find your photo is a little darker than you wish. So if you want to brighten it, you're working with brightness. I'll show what all of these do just to give you a quick little walkthrough. Contrast, whites, and blacks. Play around and you'll get it exactly like you like it. A really good contrast is what you're going for. And you want to really brighten your highlights and crunch your shadows to get the authentic kind of look that you're going for. Go around and check them all and just kind of, tweak them up. If you get in there and you just cannot get them to look right, again, you might need to pick another photo. The red box is notoriously difficult to maneuver because it is so dark in there. So pick a photo that goes in that box that is, really clear and easy to see. Like that is a good photo for there. It won't disappear when I move the grain layers forward. Whereas another photo might kind of, like this one here down at the bottom, that's a little low contrast. It's a beautiful photo. However, up here might get a little lost in the reds. Also, I should say this, I do this custom. A lot of people don't realize that. So if you're doing this and it does not work out for you, I do technical support for free. If you've already started it, I will go in and kind of fix you up a little bit. But if you're like, heck no, what did I sign myself up for? I actually have a listing that is the difference in price between what you purchased, the template, and me to do it for you custom to if you would have purchased that in the first place, there's no difference in cost, if that makes any sense at all. But I have faith in you, and that's what this tutorial is. I'm going to walk you through step by step. I don't want you to fail. I want you to love your poster. So when you're all completed with your adjustments, you need to move your grain layer forward. This, again, is another thing that people have difficulty with. If you go up to position and go to layers and scroll all the way down, do you see all these like gray, they're really light gray, barely visible boxes? Those are your grain layers. Now, you don't have to use all of them. Grab all of them though and pull them to the front so you can see. Now you've got crazy grain. Nobody wants this amount of grain. So you have to go through and reduce the grain layers. So again, you would actually stay in position and go to layers and come up here and just click on one, go up to transparency, which is up here at the top, and reduce the transparency, and then go to the next one, reduce the transparency. You're just going to work through them all until you get where you like it. And there you go. So you can get rid of them. You do not have to have grain. You can leave it sharp like that. That's just not the aesthetic that we see in the poster. So I give you grain layers to play around with. Use as many or as few of them as you wish to create your level of grungy look. And down here, you just change your text. I've included the text that you need. So just change your name. You may have to adjust it if you want to make it line up super nice and clean on the sides. You want to pull some guides over. And if this little strip here isn't showing up, go up to File, Settings, Show Rulers and Guides. And then you can slide some rulers in so you can line this up, because that's part of the aesthetic, is you definitely want these two flush with each other. And you always want this line to seem bigger than the others. These are actually 2 different fonts, so don't get confused when you see that. This is supposed to be a different kind of font. This is Abro Fat Face, and this is the Eris font. To download it, you're going to go up to Share, Download, and you can choose between a PNG, a JPEG, and a PDF. When you download, you want to make sure you're only downloading the page you're working on. This is actually like I have a ton of templates in here. So I have 4 pages. You will also have multiple pages because you're going to have the page that this tutorial is located on. You're going to have troubleshooting pages, and you're going to have a second one of these. You want to just make sure that when you download, you're only downloading the page you're working on. So I'm only working on page 1. That's what I want to download. and there you go, and you'll be able to print that out wherever you wish. In the same area, if you're running into trouble and you need me to look at something, then go up to share, and where it says only you can access, change that to anyone with link can edit. Copy the link and send it to me on Etsy messages. Don't send it on YouTube. People will see it. So send it to me on Etsy messages, and I can go in and I'll only be able to see the poster itself. So if you have any photos you want me to work with, just make sure they're dumped on there so that I can see them. I can't see anything in your account. I can only see just the template that you're sending me. So that's one quick way for me to do some technical support if you need it. Now let's see, we covered the text, we covered the grain layer, we covered how to download, we covered the share link. Background, I think that's everything, you guys. I think we got it all. This is a really quick one. If I move too quick, I apologize. Some people want their tutorials to go really quickly, and some people want you to go really slow. It's hard for me to please everyone, so I would appreciate it if you just reach out to me if you have questions or concerns, and I will guide you through this. All right, so thank you so much. Until next time.